really hope the mics work today. And also, I want to get a coffee even though it's late. And I don't know where my headphones are. I'm so scared.
Welcome back to my channel. In case you are new here, I am Pharaoh Wolfen, aka Lawrence Liner, one of the best-selling Gothic authors in the Southwest. I'm also a Gen Z author, so I work like super hard to get people our age reading. If you hear noises in the background, it's me getting groceries ready to cook. We got some fun going on while I do this voiceover. But you don't even see that because I'm riding like a fiend in here. I have been working on a new project, and it has been a labor of love. It's been a commitment. Okay, I've been locked in. I've been locked in on it, and I have a bunch of other things that I'm working on. I have deliberately been cross-referencing from a bunch of different mediums and making sure I'm in as many communities as possible here in the Southwest so that I can represent, I don't know, the themes of our community fully or whatever. Yeah, it's pretty sick, right? I think it's pretty dope. But listen, less about all of that and more about brass tacks, pal. It's time for me to get serious with you guys. And what I mean to say is, this is the point in the video where I gotta run down all the insane things I have coming up so that you don't miss out. So, if you are based in Arizona, you need to know a few things. Firstly, my writing as a humanitarian act, aka anthology making program. In case you don't know what that means, it's a bunch of works put together in a book. That class is starting April 4th. You can still enroll for the Phoenix Center of the Arts. It is online, available to anybody that would like to enroll. And basically, we are working on getting your young voices, or any older voices, or new voices, or people that have never written before, archived, collected in a body of work so now they can say they're an author. We're going to put you through the whole program of getting you more comfortable with public speaking about your work, your pursuits, what you're interested in, and editing and archiving your works with a pool of other writers right here in Arizona. We're doing this to increase literacy, as Arizona is 48th in the nation for reading and writing. So that means the average reading level in our state is about that of a 6th grader. And as a weird goth girl that likes to write, well, this is the perfect program for me to actually be able to help you guys out in a way that not a lot of other English programs or authors can. So think of it as a way to give back and also a way to chip in too into the world of writing and participate in the cultures too. I'm not a gatekeeper. So other than that, I have a meeting tomorrow with the Tucson Hispanic Chamber of Commerce for the Palo Verde Bloom Festival. You are going to see me there, which is a brand new program that is absolutely phenomenal in my opinion. It is the closest thing that we're going to have to Sakura Bloom Festival. It's all about having some pride in the biodiversity and cultural diversity right here in the Southwest. I love it. We're celebrating where we're from and we're taking pride in what we represent. I can't wait. So I have that meeting tomorrow. I'm also going to be recording some videos for the Pima Community College. You will see them up there with brand new programs they have going on. And don't worry, there's still a few more things. We have a wellness event through Respiro at the Presidential, what is it? Christine, check the description, okay? Check the description. We got a bazillion things going on. We keep those goth nights rolling, of course. We have some of the biggest and best goth nights in all of Arizona. No shade to Phoenix. I love you, Phoenix. But at La Rosa, we do Goth House. And at Club Congress, we do Alchemy. So, with a few of those bases covered, lastly, you need to know that on Thursdays I do Tempo through Club Congress. And if you want to reach out and contract me for any writing programs or anything you'd like to see in your state or your community, go ahead and go to www.pharaohghoulfriend.com. That's www.pharaohghoulfriend.com. All of that out of the way, I am making pho while doing this voiceover. It has taken all day. Okay, I made KBBQ. No, lock in with me. Lock in. I know we're going somewhere. I made KBBQ ribs, right? Had kimchi. So we seared that up, and then we took the bones, and we've been having those puppies simmer since before lunchtime. And listen, between yous and me's, I got that simmering in there. I got some water in the pot. I stopped by Whole Foods. You see that at some point in this video. Don't worry. I got some noodles, and I got a lime, and a big ol' rotisserie chicken. You can see I am so locked in on this new project. I'm not gonna tell you about it, but just know we are dialed, okay? I took some time to paint because there's a point where I honestly feel like my life gets so complicated and everything is always documented and recorded and archived that me doing a painting is kind of like a private way of being like, I love to talk about some things that I'm really not comfortable putting in writing right now, and I want to just explore in my subconscious mind. And so that's what I've been doing. I've been learning a lot about Bosch, the history of some of his traditional paintings, and a big reason why there's so many theories around it, some of the religious teachings associated with it, all kinds of cool historical prominence in this, and a big reason why I think I've been leaning towards this more. I don't even know if he's medieval, okay? I don't remember the century he's from, but he's absurd and he's surreal, right? People say surrealism, they think Dali, but I really think Bosch is the one that just brings it home. I don't know if you've ever seen a few paintings of Bosch. I'll slip them in here at some point, okay? But you just need to know Bosch is a G. Bosch is cool. He got bashed. People were bashing Bosch, okay? And I think it was undeserved. Because he's making very experimental, very absurdist works that literally mock a lot of, like, evil tendencies of humans. And to be honest with you, with things going on, hate to remind you of the world that's going on, some work like his is just really prominent to me right now, and I have to walk this fine line where it's like, I want to talk about the absurdism of a lot of the stuff we deal with, but I also want to keep my career as an artist and still want to be booked for future things. And to be honest with you, when I make really intensely critical works in the small town I live in, it just never is as good as it seems, you know. I tried to do something really experimental, and it definitely, it's one of my books. I'm not going to say which one, but the people that know. And it's kind of weird because I had to have a conversation and a prelude to it and reassure people because of the themes I was discussing it. So I had my moment, you know what I mean, where I talk about those themes and really dived into them. And, you know, some people really saw the value in it, but it's just incredibly controversial, and I know that's real work, right? Okay, but listen, man, you can't always just look into the void because it looks right back at you. And that's why sometimes speaking about it in writing can just become a slippery slope where you just build this maze of misery every single time you sit down to write. So I needed to take a second, okay, because of everything that's already happening in the world that you end up seeing as a writer. You see through a lot of rhetoric, and I just needed a minute to be able to process some of these things and put it more in some more experimental and really get artistic with it with my paintings. So I talk about some crazy stuff in the paintings, but in this work, I'm just simmering, man. Like, I'm warming back up because at the end of the day, like, I've been working on this project. You know, I'm not even going to tell you how many pages in. I'm not even going to tell you what it's about, because you know how it is. You can't talk about things before they're done. You know what, you just jinx it if you do stuff like that. I'm very, very superstitious in my work. I do not keep my yapper open when something is not done. I don't like it. It feels weird. It feels invasive. You know, it's my process. No one likes to talk about their process, really, but it is what it is. So, I've been chipping away at it, kind of diving into more of that, and also getting back to, you know, putting some of my mental energy into cooking and painting and spending time with my family and being a little bit of a human being for once. It's been nice, you know. I've been mixing it up with, obviously, the work that I've been doing. But, yeah, so water's boiling, and got all my stuff going. I have been yapping your ear off, but it feels good because at the end of the day, it's my page and I can do what I want. Yeah, baby! This is the point when the lady told me to leave the library or something. Oh, no, not yet. I didn't get kicked out of the library yet here. This is when I'm just skipping some tunes, man. It's kind of weird. You had to, like, find the right button to skip. Yeah, and then I lock back in. Whoop-de-doo. But seriously, so shout out to Bosch. Shout out to people reading in Vitro as of now. And, yeah, I actually reread a few pages. It's funny, since writing in Vitro, I haven't even visited again. And I was just kind of like, man, it's done now. The world's built, you know, it's out of the way, on to the next. It's always, you know, there's a quote from a lot of different writers and authors and artists that basically is like, you just keep throwing them at the wall and see what sticks. It's like it's cooked pasta or something. So just been chipping away at these things and moving forward. I bought a book from from Savers, actually. It's called The Doctor of the Dead. And it's like grotesque legends and folk tales of old Charleston. But yeah, it's pretty cool, man. They have all kinds of crazy work in here. I haven't dived into it yet, but it called my name because I was like, grotesque, you say? I don't like anything that's not grotesque. Is there a word for that? Is there a word for, is it palatable? Is it tepid? Is it bland? Ooh, I'm getting spicy right now. We're deep in the video. It's time. The mask is off. You know that? If you made it this far, don't worry. It's going to get crazier. I'm serious, man. Now that the normies have fled the building, right, we're going to talk about morbid work right now. Because remember, we talked about some experimental stuff when we mentioned Bosch, so we're down the chamber now. Don't worry. I'm just going to be honest with you, man. The tepid tiptoey writing, listen, I know there's a time and place for it, but it's exhausting to me. Like, it is so tiring to me that there's just this wide spectrum of human experience that I know is just getting chopped away by the current publishing industry. They do not want published works about things like this. They say they do, okay? But trust me, this aesthetic preference and this writing style, man, it has made very weird circumstances in my life. I've just had very strange relationships with my work, and not everything's good, but you know what? That's how I know I'm really doing something, because I definitely don't just get yes men. I evoke a lot of things from people, which I guess is the point. God, you would hope that's the point of it all. Just be able to have a space to speak about these things, especially as things have changed, and, you know, I'm going to be deliberately vague about what I'm saying, but I guess I just want you to know that I'm doing it. We're doing the thing, no matter what, no matter how people feel about what it is, I still just keep doing it, and I keep figuring it out for myself, and I know there's going to be some contradictions in here that people could probably just, pick out in, 2 seconds, and, you know, if you want to, do it. I'm not going to blame you or nothing. Live time now. I did the voiceover while I was editing that footage, so it was kind of cool, so we're going to wrap up with this. I'll show you the pho. I'm gonna move the camera to the pho. Pho cam. But yeah, so I've been at my BF's, just holding out. I left my tripod in the car. I don't want to grab it. I have a meeting tomorrow. We're doing things. Oh my god, you can see me better now. Okay, cool. So this is the pho. I put a little hot sauce in it. Don't judge me. Or do. It doesn't matter anyways, right? Okay, let me try it. Yeah, banger. Yeah, and I kept the skin on my chicken. What about it? I have my water. It's a vibe, man. I'm just gonna eat my dinner in peace.